Looks kind of like, I would say VP9, but more like the P30.
Oh,
block.
Good point.
If you were to not see that half.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. SAR loves doing that, though.
It's okay. I'm cool with it.
I can't blame them. Everyone pretty much rips off everything.
I love the P30 grip. I love the VP9 grip. I love the PPQ grip. I like the PDP grip.
Yeah.
And this is very similar. Welcome to the tabletop review of the
SAR9.
By who?
Sarsilmaz? Sarsilmaz.
Yep.
My friend. Sarsil.
For you, special deal.
Yeah.
Just for you, my friend.
Special. HK. Real. HK.
Special deal only for you. No one else. Just you.
I used to go down to the watch market in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Dude, the deals I got down there were insane. Yeah. Now, it was before I was into analog pieces. It was mostly like Casio pieces I was dealing on, and they were hilarious.
Dude,
you could wheel and deal.
There's some wild stuff in those bazaars, though. I remember reading a while back, someone found like a vintage World War II, it was like a Panerai or something, some Rolex piece.
Probably a fake one, though, right?
No, it was real.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? In Saudi Arabia?
No, it wasn't Arabia. It was like the Balkans or something.
Okay.
But one of those weird...
They had some cheesy replicas at the time. Not like the amazing replicas they do now.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Show them your watch, by the way. We'll do a watch check. Ooh, that's a nice watch. De Boffrey. That's a De Boffrey Pure Swiss IWC homage in orange.
IWC itself ripping off German armament specs, I guess.
Okay.
It was made to contract.
That.
Yeah.
That has a... Doesn't that have a 2824 ETA in it?
I think.
I think so, too.
Big ol'...
My watch is an edifice. Boop, 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 boop.
Edifice.
Yeah. And on we go with a pistol review.
Turkish pistol. We know you guys love them.
I have no issues with the Turkish stuff. I've been saying that for a long time. You get a lot of quality for the money.
Yeah.
A lot of quality. A lot of great stuff that we have reviewed from Turkey. Tisas, would be one of them. They have produced a bunch of great guns. Canik, another. And apparently, what's the company's name?
Sarsilmaz.
Sarsilmaz.
I have no idea.
Istanbul,
I have
Turkey.
Zero interest in learning either.
In 2018, they had an importation concern established here in the U.S., and that is SAR USA, as you're seeing from the sticker, which is included in the case, which is right here from your SAR9. Big thank you to Wyatt at Gunny's for the loaner. So this is checked out from Gunny's. His store price on this is a whopping $324.99, y'all.
It's pretty good.
That's not bad. So this is a value pistol, and so when we talk about competitive options, we'll kind of stay where the value is. And we have 3. We could probably throw in, I don't know, from cast members, 8 competitive options, but we don't want to make this like a feature length. We got to be reasonable in the length of the video.
Poly double stack 9.
Are you a little bit jaded? Is that what I'm sensing?
I don't know. I'm not that jaded. I'm not that pumped. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, but I still like them. And like Wyatt, for instance, I'll go to his store and he sounds like you. He's like, oh, here you go, another 9mm bullet launcher. I'm like, hey man, I like them. I think they're fun. It's fun throwing a gun out that is excellent for $350, sometimes less. Some of the other ones that I've reviewed, super cheap.
We're not even there anymore. Now we just get Gen 3 Glock clones.
That's okay.
That's where the industry's at.
That's okay. The watch you're wearing is an homage, right? Mm-hmm. This is an homage. A big penis watch. I'm sorry, Parnas. Yeah, he calls it big penis over there. But this is an IWC homage. There are a lot of similarities in all the stuff I review. So I'm okay with that. Here we go with philosophy of use. Combat handgun standard questions. Home defense has a pick rail on it. Good. They do make this in a full size. That's what you're looking there. That is, I think they call it the standard. SAR9 standard. Compact, subcompact, which is going to be basically like a Glock 26 format, but you're not going to get it any skinnier. It's about an inch width in the slide, not counting the controls. And a Glock, as I recollect, is 1.07 inches in the slide width. And I have somehow dealt with that for eons, and I'm okay with it in a concealed carry protocol. You are too, because you love the Glock 26, right?
Yeah. Cool. I deal with it, but I don't love how thick it is.
I hear that a lot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
I didn't. I'm confused.
Cool. Optics ready versions are available. This one is not. So it's just a clean slide. And by the way, TMP is totally cool with that. Competition focus version with a ventilated slide, longer barrel. This one is 4.4 inch. And jumping ahead to features, it's a cold hammer forged barrel and slide.
That's cool. Wow, slide too?
For $350.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. And then you have a Mete version. And then some really cool colors like tan, light olive drab. I think I've seen gray, and OD. Their OD one with the threaded barrel is very cool.
I like that. I keep
That is
hoping
cool.
green becomes the new, like, Vogue.
It's super popular. I think gray right now is leading the pack.
Yeah.
I'm talking with ARs too. Like, guys, and gray is a great color. It's low key. It looks technical.
Yeah.
It's good looking. Oh, SAR USA is putting out a white one
That's my favorite.
called the SAR Storm.
That's cool.
Really fun, right?
Yeah.
That'd be like the Hoth variation.
Yeah.
Planet
The only
Hoth.
other one I can think of is they did a special edition OG in the U.S. that was white.
Oh,
And
that would
looked
be
pretty
sick.
freaking cool.
I bet that's super collectible too.
Probably.
Hey, we have a Steyr AUG,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The black one.
Do you like it?
No, not really. I don't like OGs.
That's a gun I ruined for you.
Yeah.
I ruined it for you. Yeah, it's an airsoft version. Sorry, guys, we don't have a real one.
Yeah.
Nor would I have a real one. I'm sorry. It's inferior to an AR-15.
I've shot the OG.
Inferior.
I've shot the MSAR. Remember that micro?
Oh, yeah, I ruined that for you.
I just don't. There's something about it. It is freaking loud with that stupid brake on the front. The trigger sucks. It's just everything about it. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thanks. Bye.
Back to the pistol. That's philosophy of use. What else? Competition. If you got a competition variation, you betcha. You betcha. Go to War Handgun is basically what we're looking at. And I think we'll answer that question here. At least our take on it. Take it for what it's worth. Features. We have Krylon spray paint on the slide.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Beautifully applied. I think that's nitride. A very Glockish. Just a striker fired pistol. I hear this rant from you-know-who. Tactical Doodle all the time. Like, everyone basically copies the Glock.
I think it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. I said that. Yeah.
It's just amazing because how many industries are there? I mean, other than the iPhone, where a product comes out and it upends everything and everyone's copying it.
Xerox machine was that
20
way.
years.
Yep. Totally.
It's competent.
So good serrations here, forward and the back. The sights are 3-dot variety, metal, and this is kind of a rarity these days, seeing a 3-dot pattern. Usually, because it's not vogue to do so, you're going to see a different arrangement. Maybe a blacked out sight, tritium fiber optic in the front. That's really popular now. But I've always liked 3 dots. I have no problems with them. These are not tritium. That means they're going to be bright and white many years down the road, unlike trits. There you have it. You might notice there's a safety on that SAR9. And to be honest, I didn't even notice it when I was shooting it. I didn't even think about it once. It's very hard to put on and off.
Yeah.
And it really stays out of the way. It's ambidextrous. Show them the other side. And they do this so the gun is able to go into different markets where it's legally required that you have to have a manual safety. But this is one of the better ones I've seen, that it's basically invisible to you guys who don't care. I wouldn't even take that off. Unlike perhaps some Smith & Wesson pistols that, they're kind of in the way. And some other guns that we've reviewed over the years. So look at that big extractor right there. That's pretty cool. I like the marking. There's really no big gaudy marking on it, like safety warnings like we see on some others. I don't think there's some on the other side. Flip it. Nope. Easy breezy. And then the grip, like we've talked about on the lead, is very VP9-ish, maybe PPQ-ish. It has, very shallow finger grooves in it. They match my hand pretty good, like this. Maybe they don't match your hand. This is a full-size variation of the SAR9. I think the grip is really good. I wouldn't say it's like completely outstanding, but it's good. One of the misses on this is I think the traction could be better. This is like the previous generation of pistol traction that we've seen. So it's okay. It reminds me of like the original PPQs.
Yeah, it's not that aggressive.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that's laser stippled here. Oh yeah, I do. One of the competitive options has it. I'll show you then.
Is there a term for that? Like positive fill versus negative fill? Where this would be positive, it sticks out, and like stippling is negative fill, where they're poking into it.
Good point. I think like some manufacturers, like Springfield Armory with that Croatian echelon, they called it adaptive grip texture, and it basically is like mini peaks and valleys, and so depending on how hard you grab it is how much traction you get out of it. And now that's just their name of it. It's all the same. The competitive option I want to show you has it too.
Yeah, Walther's got like cubes. They've got like
the PDP has great traction on it, as I remember.
Each square inch of flesh is surrounded by a tetrahedral arrangement of crystalline vortices. They pick up the small individual cells of your body, so you can hold the PDP. Also.
Keep going.
I'm never going to be able to mention this in another video.
What?
The PDP site is crazy. It's got a picture of a dude in a grocery store with his gun drawn.
Rad.
Yeah.
That is
it's
cool.
It's a dude in a flannel, and you see like toothbrushes and floss and
no
toothpaste
way,
on the
dude.
aisle behind him. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's
I'm going to try to find that, but by the time I put this video out, it'll probably be deleted.
Yeah.
Because some social justice warrior will have a problem with it.
The most unrealistic part is that the dude was carrying like a full-size pistol front waistband.
Some guys do it. You could do it with this. We didn't really check out holsters, by the way, but you'll probably see in comments guys who have the SAR9, they'll tell you what works for them. I love the slide release on this.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it's that positive, but it's very positive and easy to release a slide with. If you want to slingshot it, go ahead. I forget how we shot it. We do a combination, but I really love that slide release. It's mimmed, not forged. The magazine release is really good. It's rectangular, has a few raised dots on it. It sticks out just enough.
Yeah.
There's no occlusions from the polymer frame at all on the magazine release on the SAR9. I didn't finish this. I wish they would have extended traction all the way up. Every pistol just needs to have adaptive grip, laser stippling, whatever you want to call it, all over the hand grip. Look how undercut that is, though, for really burying the pistol in your hand. And we'll talk about how it shot for us. Any magazine well funneling going on there?
Oh, you grab it. I got to pull my pants up.
Speaking of which, you get two 17 rounders with it. I think that's good value with this value pistol. And I think these are made in Turkey. I don't think they're Italian. They have a polymer base plate on it, which is pretty standard for most pistols out there. I wonder if metal base plates will ever make a comeback.
I think so.
I think for a competition pistol, they make a lot of sense. Where you're dropping your mags onto concrete, I think an aluminum, not steel, aluminum base plate is excellent. Show them the magwell again.
Yeah, whenever guys are buying a lot of an accessory, it becomes normal after a while. Even if it's kind of dumb.
True. The trigger, when you pull the SAR9, at least this example, is not super impressive on the table. But in shooting it, I thought it was just fine. Here's your reset. Not a super quick reset. It's about midway. 5.5 pounds is what my scale said it was. Full Picatinny rail on there. I love that. I like the somewhat attempt at traction on the front of the the trigger guard. And this is big enough for gloves. Another plus. Pick rail like that. Looking here, we have a little bit of beveling going on the slide here. The thickness of the barrel is actually quite impressive. I measured it tonight at 2.4 millimeters. That's relatively a thick barrel for a combat pistol. There's a ton of them, to include FN, that have very thin-walled barrels. Now, does that make that much of a difference? It depends on what your perspective is. I think for rapid fire shooting where you're doing mag dump after mag dump in rapid succession, I think having a thicker barrel is helpful.
Yeah.
It prevents wandering, but for most realistic situations, it really doesn't matter. It would add a little bit of weight, even though this one's pretty light at 28 ounces. This full size. And it'll go lighter depending on which one you get. Now, technically, this is a chassis pistol. They do have a fire control system in here that I guess you could put a different module on it, but it doesn't really matter because the frame is serialized, so that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Right?
They're learning some lessons.
Now, I reviewed the Sarst 10 HK23 wannabe some years ago. So Sean and I shot that one. And we actually liked that pistol, but it was much larger and bulkier than this one, as I recollect. And I ended up taking that one back to Gunny's, the great American gun store, Orem, Utah. And I think that's most in features. No magazine disconnect, 20 degree 20-degree grip angle, and it does include 3 back straps if you do want to interchange them.
Oh, man.
And as I've always said, I think that's relatively stupid.
Dude, back straps are so cool.
They're stupid. No one does it.
You got bulbous one.
Yeah.
And then you got kind of bulbous, but medium.
Yeah.
Oh, you got flat.
Yeah.
So this is long butt crack, and this is
Perfect.
Latina.
The Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah. See?
By the way, in that last review we did this week, I went and looked. You're right. There's like underwear you slip on.
Yeah.
With silicone pads that make their ass look bigger.
Isn't that crazy?
Cleaning kit here you can see. That's cool. Extra value. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, all good. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I will say...
Disassembly tool. And it does disassemble very, very easily with your takedown buttons right there. The crossbar.
I love when manufacturers give you a sticker, but stickers are so cheap. Why can they not just do like a handful of stickers?
Agree. Yeah, because guys would stick them everywhere.
They would go everywhere.
They put them on their truck.
Exactly.
They put them on their toolkit.
Yeah.
On their fishing tackle box.
Yep.
They would probably put one on their friend's car when they're not looking.
One sticker doesn't get used if it's cool. If it's sufficiently cool, then they hold on to it going, well,
they would
I
slap
gotta save it.
the SAR USA sticker on with a Biden 2024 sticker when their buddy's not looking as a joke.
Yeah.
Well, not the SAR. The SAR would be a legit one. Now, how did it shoot? Before we get into that, apparently this pistol was highly tested by European police, NATO tests, factory testing. It says on their website, which is actually pretty good. SAR USA website. I like talking about this. It's actually pretty good. I think they might do a little bit better job in the nitty-gritty materials. What kind of steel do you use? What kind of coatings do you use? We like to know that stuff. As a reviewer, I especially like to know it. I could find it out if I called them, but I never call the factories like ever, or the distributors. 150,000 round test the factory did.
Where's all my shells? There they are. Okay. All right.
Okay, so you came into this test saying this is going to be like a high point. What do you think now?
No, it's actually significantly better than a high point. After shooting it, I really like it. I don't really have a lot of complaints. I like the grip. The texturing is great. The feel is great. Fingers fit well. Nothing hanging off. It's great. Trigger is good. I'm not noticing any crunchiness. The brake is fine. Little bit squishy in the front end. It's not like the trigger is a nice, like, real short, clean brake like a comp pistol, but it's fine. Right. I didn't see it holding me up at all. The sights are good. Got a little bit of air in the sights, but they're very functional. Quick acquisition. A little bit top heavy. It actually surprised me a little bit. It felt a little bit more snappy than I expected it to, but honestly, it wasn't bad. It's not like it's got horrible recoil. So
this grip reminds me of the H&K P30 right here.
Yep.
Do you mind the shallow finger grooves, or do you not like them?
No, finger grooves are great.
Okay.
I really do like the grip on this one. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fan. I like it.
I'm impressed. I think especially for the price point, considering the price of this gun, this is a value purchase right here. So I like it.
Pretty cool.
And I don't know what their failure rate was, but I think they're not lying. This is a highly tested pistol. Nor did I click around the interweb, but I would not be surprised if the SAR9 enjoys a very solid and well-deserved reputation for reliability.
Yeah.
Speaking of our shooting, it was 100% reliable. No stoppages whatsoever. I had TD shoot it, Sean shot it, I shot it, and I think that was just us three. Everybody who shot it, when they first got it in hand, they were kind of yawning. They're just like, okay, great. And then TD's an example. And then he started shooting it. He's like, okay, this thing's actually a really good pistol, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like, the sights are good. The trigger's good. The reliability's good. The follow-up shots, we were going to talk about that. I think muzzle flip is minimized. I don't think it sits very high in your hand like an XDM does. I think it sits relatively low. And show them the accuracy. The accuracy is excellent to outstanding, really. Look at that, dudes. Granted, now I'm not shooting at 25 yards because I suck, probably, and it's more time. I'm shooting standing in the desert at 8 yards, and that was August. It's really excellent, really good. And the regulation of the sights as they come is pretty close. You can see they're printing a little bit high right for me. You could windage drift that rear sight. It is non-adjustable, of course, for up and down. So excellent accuracy, excellent reliability. Would I buy a SAR9?
You like it, don't you?
Let me ask TD first, would you?
Depends on if I need it, I guess.
You go into a gun store like Gunny's, and I would not be surprised if this is happening right now because gun sales have tanked. It's $299.
Strong contender.
What I would say, my answer is yes, I would definitely buy a SAR9, but I would probably buy more than one, and I would buy extra mags. If I made it a system pistol, all these value pistols, and TMPers like that too. You guys are smart, so you understand. Like, I'm a Glock system. You know, if I add another pistol that doesn't have the same magazine, it creates complications for me.
Yeah.
You agree with that, right?
Yeah, that's my big. That's the reason I haven't moved
buy
away
three.
from the Glock.
Right.
Like, every time I look at something, it's like $70 mags.
Right.
I'm not playing that game again.
Yeah, you might want to buy a couple and definitely get extra mags. I think the mags are relatively inexpensive. I didn't price them out though. Competitive options. So the one I was thinking of is the Arex. Man, this is a great gun. The Delta series. This is a full size. And this is a grip texture I'm talking about right here. Do I like this better than the SAR9? Yeah, I do. I think it looks better. It sits even lower in the hand. Look at how undercut that grip is. I think this even holds more rounds. I think this is like an 18. So this is an Arex Delta full size. And I have reviewed this before. Oh, did I do the Delta series? I know I did. I need to do an update on this, and I will. Both the compact and the full size. Pick rail. Really nice slide. This is an optics ready version. You have a loaded chamber indicator right here. You have a striker indicator here. And I thought the SAR had that too, but I'm missing it. But you see this one has it. Super reliable, super accurate. The trigger on this, the Arex, that's better even than the SAR9. This would be preferred.
It's kind of representative of different generations in a way.
Yeah, so this is, like you're saying, they're milking the technology off like the P30 VP. Oh, not technology, but the looks.
Yeah,
and the yeah, that's
a lot of it is just imitation. And these guys haven't really caught up yet. They can't be cutting edge. They could be recent, but not cutting edge.
I still love the SAR9 though. So don't get me wrong. But if you're going to press me, I would prefer this one. And you guys should know that we like full-size pistols. Because if we're going to go subcompact, we're going subcompact. Glock 43, P365, Canik MC9, Hellcat, something like that. We either go subcompact or full size. Generally speaking, we do have our Glock 19s and we love those.
Yeah.
And some smaller ones too. So there's a competitive option. How about the Kanish TP9 series? How about, it's awesome. I think it's slightly more heavy than the SAR9, but we've talked about this a lot. You guys have a lot of them already. You know the gun. It is fantastic, super accurate, super reliable, excellent trigger, excellent magazines. There's really nothing we don't like about it. You're getting an extra round in this particular SF version, coated in actually that's FD, not Desert Tan. Our first one was Desert Tan. Did you like that one, the light tan coating?
Yeah.
We still have that one, by the way. The first Canik TP9, the one you decock from the slide that people just lost their minds over. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Great gun, though. The Canik TP9. This will be a little bit more expensive. I think these have gone up in price.
Yeah.
Probably about $100 to $150. You're still getting a ton of value with the Canik. They are highly, highly recommended. This is the Mete holster. I'm just using it for this. And we got one more. Highly hated in the gun world.
It's called the Alien Laugo.
Which one? The Taurus G3, dude. And this is actually a Kydex holster I got in Amazon, and I'll put a link below. They're actually by Warriorland Tactical. Super cost effective. And what do you know? They make it for a Taurus G3. That's awesome. I actually like the Taurus G3 quite a bit. Now, I don't know if it's the most durable go-to-war pistol out there, but it sure shot well with us. And we have about, I don't know, 500 rounds for this one. Not a ton of rounds. But man, we like the trigger. We like its reliability. It's super accurate. Stainless steel barrel. Magazine release is decent. Same rounds as a SAR9. Super inexpensive. Good sights. And they've improved this. I think when it first came out, and I have done videos on the Taurus product failing in TMP over the years, and I gave them a lot of grief over it. I ain't going to say I didn't. I did. I gave them some shit. And they've improved it. So, this is just an option. Or G4. Those are your competitive options. And very sadly, we're done. Let's cover some stuff we have on the table. This is a Casio G-Shock GB800 smartwatch. It's really fitness focused. It's meant for you to track your steps. I mean, I wear an Apple Watch. I think a lot of you guys do too. I'm wearing two watches I always do this. You know, I have a wrist computer and a watch. So I don't really use that, but I think just as a really excellent watch that syncs with your phone, is always accurate, and it comes in some really fun poppy colors and some subdued ones as well. And it's smaller than a lot of G-Shock products. I think it's recommended. And these are the hands as they came, so I think they got the hands right too. So they don't need any hands modification at all, really. Standard features that a Casio has, you know, stopwatch, timer functions, multiple alarms, and that's what you use. And if you go to this side of the watch, you get fitness tracking. But what I want you guys to do is just sit in your computer chair and watch TMP videos, and that's all you do. Okay, get on the treadmill half an hour, and do a little bit of lifting. This is a SOG Ultra.
Those are cool.
Really excellent knife. Ultra XR, one of our all-time favorite, lightweight, easy to carry, almost invisible in your pocket EDC knives. Link below. You helped me review this, didn't you?
Yeah.
SOG Ultra.
Cute little thing.
And the one we really like is a titanium nitride blade. Yep. That sells out so much at Blade HQ, where my links will take you. It kind of hit and miss whether you can ever find that. Here comes a Caterpillar 336. I have been hearing from some TMPers. They really like the construction stuff.
Yeah. They
love hearing about it. We have some operators in our audience. This is a 336. Let me hit the specs real quick. It is 81,000 pounds, 26-foot dig depth, 300 horsepower, 21-foot reach, 158-gallon tank, top speed 97 miles an hour.
Wow.
So that thing gets up and goes.
Yeah.
This is a Diecast Masters. We are starting to put the links to these below. Highly collectible. Maybe you can make your own construction museum. Your kids would love this. I don't know if I would let my 5-year-old play with this unless he's super checked out on how to take care of it, which he was. And that's it. Any last words? Okay, the big cartel site is up again. There is merchandise there. We do have some newer hats and not shirts, all right? Do you have shirts there?
Yeah, I think there's a shirt design.
It's a newer design. To be totally honest, the one design we have there is not like super duper popular, but it's very low key. So if you're worried about like having a gun style t-shirt in the workplace, you don't have to worry about it with the new TMP gear.
Yeah, and it's kind of a tester.
It's a tester, and if
system works.
Guys eat that up, we'll do more, and it'll be more fun stuff like he does. This is what he designed, like a rocket-assisted freaking shark patch there. And then, oh yeah, we have F4G here with a 20mm M61 on it.
Actually, it's being decommissioned right now. We're tearing it up to make Bud Light cans.
Look at how cool that model is, dude. Yeah, 1/72 scale, and that is die cast. Thanks so much for your support. SAR9 is a fantastic pistol. Highly, highly recommended. It will go into our, well, combat pistol playlist. See ya.